guys, we're back to one other video today. Yeah, why did I say it like that? So of course we have my friend Assassinator up with us today, and we're gonna be doing one tip for every hero. Let's start with the general tip, the burst combo. So the burst combo is you shoot and then melee right after if you need to kill Baby Diva or Tracer. But you can also add a mine at the end just so you can kill almost every 200 health to 250 hero. Now let's start with the tanks. First off, Diva. So against Herman, he's not a better wrecking ball than you. You can actually knock him off the map if there is a ledge with your Riptire, or since he has an obnoxiously big hitbox, you can literally just pressure him. You can put a spawn trap and he'll stay in his ball, and if he does stay in his ball form, you can just charge in and it'll take a clip and you'll kill him. Now for Diva. Diva is a character you should never challenge to close range. If she tries to close the distance, run away. Now what I like to do is when Diva's jumping out of her mech, I like to put a trap right where her mech breaks, because when the Diva jumps out, she likes to move forward or backwards. So you can either do forward or backwards. Now let's move on to the next tank, which is Orisa. Now the old trick for Orisa, like a long time ago, used to be just break down her shield. But now, since that's not possible, I like to use my Riptire, and sometimes my Total Mayhem might kill her. But Orisa, she's not generally your job, just because of the plain fact that she has so much HP, plus that shield is obnoxious. Maybe if you have a Mercy helping you, boosting you. Moving on, we have Reinhardt. So Reinhardt can literally, he can't counter you. No matter, just make sure he doesn't get too close to you. That's all you need to do, because he can't counter you. His fire strike does way too little damage, and it doesn't charge in time for you. A tip from Assassinator is, if you just trap him, you can just literally just do the tip with Herman. Just destroy him right there and then. Now, Roadhog. The main general tip is literally just move around or try to boop him away, because he is obnoxiously too good with that insta-kill combo. Now with the other, Winston, the big monkey himself. All you have to do is if he goes directly for you, as you guys saw, you just put a trap on the ground. You can set a bomb down and take a bomb from there. Assassinator, do you have any tips that you would have? Assassinator says spawn trapping is best with Winston, just because he can't jump at all and their team loses the shield and bubble. So next we have Zarya. So Zarya is, if she does use her bubble against you to like completely charge, what I like to do is I like to actually hit it, charge it, and then I like to make a range against us. You charge it and you try to make a range. Now, I know this is kind of a hard tip because, well, she's Zarya. She's one of the most baller, oh my gosh. She's one of the most baller characters in the game, because she's so obnoxiously easy to learn. But it's actually pretty easy. Or you could just, if she has really high charge, you just trap, and if she walks into it, your Total Mayhem will kill her. Now, starting with the attack. Yeah! It's the devil himself! So, it's Bastion. So, in a Bastion team comp, what I like to do is if he's being protected by any type of shield, I like to run away. Let my Reinhardt, Orisa, literally any shield handle him. And I like to flank him because he is so obnoxious. He just can clip you to death. But if you're at low HP and you have to, you can use your... If he's in sentry mode and he's trying to move with his team, I suggest you use your Riptire at that moment because his Ironclad isn't there to protect him. Now, next up we have a Doomfist. Assassinator, do you have any tips for Doomfist? So what Assassinator says is, whenever Doomfist is charging at you, you can actually stop his charge with your trap. Like if he's charging straight at you with his rocket punch. Where'd you go? If he's charging at you with your rocket punch, it won't work against him. By the way, he's way too baller. Never fight him. He's too strong for me. He's too strong. Look at that body. He's made out of metal. He's Iron Man. Next up, we have Genji, the real Iron Man. Now, Genji, Assassinator, do you have any tips? Run away! Run away! Oh yeah, and Assassinator's tip is make a spawn trap because if he tries to dash, he will not get out of that. And all I have is if you are forced into a 1v1 with Genji, try to bait out his deflect. Like by throwing a mine, you can bait it out and then fight from there. Now, of course, you can use the burst combo I said in the general tip to take him out. But, oh my gosh. Okay, but, you also have to combine mine and hoping that they don't have a dash reset. Now, next is his brother, Hanzo. Now, Hanzo is obnoxious with his storm arrow because honestly your hitbox is not nice enough to handle that storm arrow, especially if you're at close range. What I like to do is I just like to run, and if I can, I get a mine off on him and I dance for my food. Assassinator says always try to bait out his storm arrow because after that he doesn't have actually any direct counters to you. Now, the Junkrat 1v1. Now the Junkrat 1v1 necessarily is who has better like strafing and who can hit the first grenade. Because after that you use the first mine for mobility and the second mine to murder him. Yeah, just like that. Now, it's time for High Noon himself. Now, this guy, personally, this is my opinion as a Junkrat player, is that I don't like to challenge McCree. Mostly just because McCree is annoying. His gun is like, anyone who's ever played Fortnite, like, has just good aim with him. And your mines don't except for literally Assassinator, because Assassinator is garbage and I'm joking. But if he is high nooning, what I like to do is, oh my gosh, he just headshotted me. What I like to do is I will sacrifice my Riptire if it's worth it. Because Riptire can't be targeted by High Noon. But sometimes they try to bait it out of you, like they use their High Noon. Now, it's the Ice Demon herself, Mei. Now when Mei goes into cryo freeze, I said freaking cryo freeze. Now if that happens to you like this, like where they don't get the headshot, what I like to do is I insta-mine, like I go fast. But Assassinator says always try to keep a lot of distance from Mei so she can't freeze you. But if she uses I don't know, maybe try to use cryo freeze. You can actually boop her into your trap with your mines. But if that doesn't work, you run. You run. And if that doesn't work, you solo ult. Do it. Farah, she's not your job. Like, what are you doing? Like, why do you even play this game? Like, why do you even play this game? It's hard enough to get a direct hot. Yeah, deal with Reaper, dude. Like, don't deal with. Now, whenever Reaper is attacking you, and I know I'm gonna die, what I like to do is I set down my trap and I stand in the middle of my trap. Because if you, oh my freaking god, you're supposed to walk into the trap, you idiot. Because if they do use Death Blossom, a tip is that you should put a trap on them, literally directly on them, and you let your Total Mayhem take them out. So now, next we have Archer's. We have Reaper's Arts Pokemon Soldier. So what I like to do is I like to bait out Soldier's heal, and then I like to boop him out of it. Because once you boop him out of it, he's lost his healing ability. If he does sprint away, it's okay. You don't have to follow him. But if you choose to follow him, it'll be an easy kill. Next up. Ah! No, go away. The only tip I actually have is if you see her like uncloaking to hack your Bastion friend, murder her in cold blood. Except, next up is the literal most annoying character in the game now. So one of the things I hate about Symmetra is spawn camping will not work on her. Like look, if you walk into this trap in the mine, she can throw her turrets to literally destroy your mine. And it's so annoying. But whenever she uses her ult, like you're here with a Pokemon Go, what I like to do is, whenever Symmetra's targeting me, just me, like solo ult me, is whenever she's getting straight up in my face, like trying to murder me, like trying to punch me or something. I just failed that example. I meant to do a quick ult, you guys, but I failed. Never do that. Never do a quick ult. Yeah, now it's time for Torbjorn. So Torbjorn's turret is your job, bro. Like, no matter what. But be careful of his shotgun. What I like to do is I like to literally stand right next to his turret, and I like my Total Mayhem to kill it. Especially if it's a level 3 turret, because then it's boosted and my Total Mayhem gets extra value. Next up, Tracer. Just do the general tip. She goes into your face. She wants to go into your face. You say hi, because you're a gentleman. And then you burst combo her like a gentleman would. Next up, Widow. Why do you even play this game? Nah, I'm joking. If you do have both your mines, you can mine up to her and try to kill her. But if she's a good Widow, she'll just grappling hook away. So it's not necessarily your job to take her down, but if you want to, I guess you can. Yeah. But like, if she doesn't have a grappling hook and she's used it recently, go for the kill. Go for the kill. Just do it. Next up, Anna herself. Oh my gosh, this character is so annoying. because of the fact that just because of the fact that if she sleep darts you, you're done. There's nothing after that. Her kit counters you. Well, then again, if you see Anna and she's focused on something else, go for that kill completely. See, most Anna. Now, we have Torbjorn's daughter, Brigitte. Now, if you try to go in for her, she'll boop you away. If you try to shoot her with a mine, she'll just heal. So what I suggest, if the Brigitte is in a gigantic team and she's getting a lot of value out of her Inspire, what I like to do is either if I do kill myself, I like to let my Total Mayhem do it, or I will ult because that will make her team retreat or her tank it. But no matter what, I will not. Now DJ Lucio. Try to jump into him, he'll boop you away too, because he's nice like that. But you should be you're pretty dangerous to Lucio. He has no direct counters for you. But if you do get close to him, he can just speed run away. And if it's a bad Lucio, murder him. Yeah. I'm waiting. Oh, so Mercy, she's healing a teammate. Murder her. There's nothing else. Mercy's your main priority. That's all. That's all I have. Now Moira. If you guys are in a close space, don't challenge her. Her biotic orb literally murders you in 3 hits. If she's I suggest not to challenge her because her kit completely destroys you. Her passive healing is way too godly. Her orb can destroy you. She can fade away if you're too far away, and it's just don't go against Moira. Now we have the last but not least heroes, Zenyatta. Now you gotta be scared of this dude. You gotta be scared, but also equally aggressive. So what you have to do is you have to be scared of Zenyatta, and you also have to be equally aggressive, because if he does the Discord orb and gets headshots or even body shots, he can melt you before you can hit him. So you should be equally aggressive with him, and if he does have his transcendence, even if he doesn't get damaged or if there's a edge off the map, what I like to do is I like to boop him away, throw him away. I hope you guys liked and enjoyed this video. Big thanks to Assassinator. If he does have a channel soon, I'll link it down in the description. Hope you guys liked and enjoyed this video, and remember to brush your hair. No, my rip there!